Great. No, that's good. Thank you.
What's with the long faces? We're supposed to be excited about this.
Woo!
Yay!
Only you, Eves, would say that. You're hilarious. But you are correct. This is an exciting day. There's no question. I wish I could have been there for the video, but my other job kind of took precedence over that whole week. But,
You know what? Jason did a good job.
oh, I'm sure he did.
He
I'm
did a
sure he
great
did.
job.
So the meeting I came out of was a manager's toolkit meeting. So you know why I'm excited about this one.
Julie, do we still see people joining, or should we wait a minute?
I think we are good to go.
Okay, great. Thank you. Hello, welcome everyone. So many familiar faces. This is great. Thank you for attending. Food security programming throughout the city. I want to first start by acknowledging that we are meeting on unceded traditional Stalo territory. We are committed to working together towards the Truth and Reconciliation calls to action. And before we go any further, we want to start this meeting in a good way. So our friends John Williams and Ron Press from Squaw First Nations have graciously recorded for us a welcome for this event. So I invite you to enjoy that with me now.
Well, see, I want to thank you for allowing my brother and I to come and start your guys' ceremony off in a good way. My traditional name is Coffeetil. My given name is John Williams. My brother's name is Qualashton Ron Prest. We are both members of the Squaw First Nation. You know, we really want to express our gratitude, you know, in a number of ways, but the Chilliwack Local Food Hub is helping a lot of people. You know, the drum is the way we help ourselves, but it's not only for us, so we want to share a song to start you guys off. Ho, 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 holy, 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 ho, ho, holy, 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 oh, All my relations.
Amazing. Thank you, John Williams and Ron Prest, for that welcome. All right, so let's begin. My name is Jared Mumford, and I will be the Master of Ceremonies today. Many of you may know me from the Chilliwack School Board or from Healthier Communities, but I'm also a proud member of the Chilliwack Food Council, from which this food hub concept was born. And you'll meet many other members of the Food Council during this presentation today, including Cindy Waters, who you may know as the Executive Director of Chilliwack Bowls of Hope, but who is also the Chair of the Chilliwack Food Council. I want to thank the organizers of this event for their quick pivoting and making it available online in such short order. I know it wasn't an easy task. And as with any Zoom call, please bear with us if we run into any technical issues, which we most undoubtedly will at some point. Moving forward with our agenda, which should, by the way, now be pasted in the chat, I hope. We are going to hear a few words from our dignitaries. So we'll start with His Worship Ken Popov, Mayor of Chilliwack, and also a member of the Chilliwack Food Council. Welcome, Ken.
Thank you, Jared, and welcome to everybody on this call. I do want to thank the drummers as well for starting this meeting in a good way. Now, this started off as a dream, a conversation, and it quickly grew. It grew in such a way that there was a lot of scrambling that was actually going on to get the initial grant. Now, Diane, if you can just jump in every once in a while, just to correct me, because it's been a while. Chilliwack is a reaching home community, and through the grant funding from the federal government, there was talk if there was any way that the grant would slide into this type of a bricks and mortar operation. Well, after much review from Karen Stanton and staff, it was almost at the 11th hour that yeah, let's apply for this. And it was time sensitive, I believe, for some reason back in the day. But Diane, in her infinite wisdom and all her staffing, got the ball rolling, applied, got the money, along with other partners with Van City, the Rotary, of course, the Community Services played a big role. Eves did as well with United Way. This dream is now a reality, and it brings everything under one roof. I've been excited about this project right from the onslaught, and it's great to see it come to fruition. I want to thank each and every one of you that worked on this in any way, shape, or form to make this happen. It's going to help our folks in Chilliwack that either have to decide to pay rent or to buy food. I want to take food out of the equation, and I think we've accomplished that. So bravo, everybody involved. Diane, how did I do? Did I kind of fill it in all right there? Okay, good enough. Okay. Again, thank you very much, everybody that was involved, and that's it for me.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you for all your hard work and the work of your staff over the past 18 months or so. Next, we welcome Member of Parliament for Chilliwack Hope, Mark Strahl. Mark, welcome. I saw you here, and you have the floor.
Well, thanks, Jared, and thanks for the invitation to be here to talk about this great project. The Chilliwack has a number of services that help our at-risk community. We wish it wasn't necessary, but Chilliwack is the type of community where they see a need, we rally together and we fill it, and we make sure that we are helping those who need that helping hand. And I want to acknowledge the federal government for their contribution through the Reaching Home program. I congratulate you on receiving those funds. That was a big effort early on, and it's one that's paying dividends for our community. Just this last week or so, there's been information come out from Food Banks Canada that we've seen an increase of about 20% across the country in food bank use, and it's often silent, kind of behind the scenes. It's not something that we see every day. Hunger is often people who are experiencing it suffer in silence, and having this sort of a resource in our community to help those, as the mayor said, who are having to make impossible choices, being there for them in a respectful and thoughtful way, I think speaks volumes about the type of community that we are. So thank you to everyone who pulled on the rope to make this happen, everyone who has shown leadership to get us to today, and those that will continue to serve our community and some of our most vulnerable citizens going forward. So thank you so much.
Thank you for those words, Mark, and for your ongoing service to our community. And also thanks for taking the time to join us live here today. I know how busy you are. It is appreciated. Next, I will read a quick greeting from MLA Dan Coulter. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I cannot be with you today to celebrate the concept reveal of the Chilliwack Community Food Hub. Our government is investing in local food hubs because we know the importance of local agriculture to food security. This is an important step for our community in supporting small and medium-sized food producers and connecting more people in Chilliwack to local food. I want to acknowledge the hard work of our local partners, Chilliwack Community Services, Chilliwack Salvation Army, along with United Way Lower Mainland, to bring this project to our community. Thank you to everyone who has worked so hard to get this project started, and I look forward to visiting. That was MLA Coulter's message. And lastly, I believe we have a video message from MLA Kelly Padden. Is that correct? Excellent.
Hi, my name is Kelly Padden. I'm the MLA for Chilliwack Kent. Congratulations on the grand opening of the Chilliwack Local Food Hub. It never ceases to amaze me how dedicated people in Chilliwack are to delivering quality services for people in our community. Keeping each other fed is one way we can show each other how much we care for one another, and no one deserves to go hungry. Thank you to everyone at the Chilliwack Bowls of Hope Society, Chilliwack Community Services, and Salvation Army for their work on this new food hub and for all they do to contribute to food security in Chilliwack and the surrounding areas. I can't attend in person as I'll be in Victoria working at Legislature, but I am very much looking forward to coming for a visit and seeing it all in person for myself in the very near future. Have a great opening, and I look forward to seeing you all.
Thank you, Kelly, for that message. So we're going to move on to the next part of our agenda, and our next speaker requires no introduction, but certainly deserves one. I'm talking about the incredible Executive Director of Chilliwack Community Services. I'm also a member of the Chilliwack Food Council and an individual who has put in an unprecedented, to say the least, an unprecedented amount of heavy lifting to get this project off the ground and for it to come to fruition. So please welcome Diane Jansen to say a few words about the Food Hub concept and acknowledge some of our partners.
Thank you, Jared. It is such a privilege to be with you today in the culmination of this amazing project. I wanted to take you back to March 2020, the beginning of COVID. And during that time, 3 organizations realized that they were not going to be able to provide food services in our community in the way we had traditionally done. So we all knew about each other, the Salvation Army, Chilliwack Community Services, Bowls of Hope, and had immense respect for each other, but we really hadn't done much work together. Well, COVID struck, and we were not able to provide food in the schools, for example. And as a result, within a week, we got together and decided that just couldn't be. So with the support of the Salvation Army, we started to put hampers together at their Brooks Avenue location. So, and that moved very quickly. The school district was right with us in terms of helping us provide those hampers, as well as an amazing organization called Chilliwack Citizens for Change. So we pivoted to provide some 400 hampers serving 1,600 people every single week. So the notion of us collaborating was born there out of necessity more than anything. And we started to talk about the benefits of what we had seen about working together. And as a result, the concept of the food hub got going. And this is also a message of resilience, community resilience, and how Chilliwack always does things very practically. They roll up their sleeves, they don't worry who takes credit, and they just get the job done. And that's how we got going. Now, Ken is being too modest in terms of the role of the city and all of this. And his phone call was much more direct to me than you might expect. He basically picked up the phone and he said, "Jansen, what is the matter with you guys? Get moving. You've got the support of the city. Get this grant in." And so that's what we did. So I do want to credit Ken, City Council, and city staff with their amazing support throughout a project that was anything but a straight line. I also want to give a special note of thanks to United Way, and Eve is here. Not only did they help us in funding these activities throughout the summer, and we were going flat out for months, but they have moved on now to provide us with some support to explore a regional food hub that will extend services out beyond Chilliwack to Hope, Agassiz, and beyond. And we're working with them on a project for that right now. And I thank even the United Way family for doing that for us. The food hub, what we found were a couple of things that we felt were really going to be beneficial to the community. A common kitchen where we could look at food, warehouse space, coolers, freezers, and the ability in the long term for us to look at a long-term facility that will look at things like community gardens, other coupon-based programs, and a whole range of initiatives, all based on food. One of the things I noticed at Community Services is our linkage with Salvation Army has helped us to expand our buying power. And you wouldn't believe how much buying power the Salvation Army has through their national and regional networks. And we have really benefited from not only greater access to healthy food, but also greater access to healthy food at a less of a cost. And so that's how we got going. Now, the project could not be described as a straight line. There were many, many challenges. And for that, I am very grateful to Cindy Waters and her team from Bowls of Hope and the Salvation Army, not only here in Chilliwack, but in Toronto. When you're working with an older building that has some challenges and you've thrown a grant together in about a week, you often don't get it right. And we had a lot of surprises, and we had all the funders, and I'll just mention the City of Chilliwack, Van City Reaching Home, the Chilliwack Foundation, and the Rotary Club all stood behind us as we worked through that process, including the architects and the builders, Station 1 and Jerry Ann's, as we were working towards a deadline. And so we all took the attitude of, we're just going to get it done. We're going to roll up our sleeves. We're going to get it done. And so this is where we are right now. It has, I hadn't actually seen it till last week, but I do remember visiting it at the very, very beginning. So I did want to put up my hands also to, in particular, Warren Schatz and Cindy Waters. We met every week and discussed how it is we were going to overcome certain problems. And here we are. So we are looking forward to the immense contribution that this shared food hub will provide, which is 9,200 meals a week in Chilliwack, which is quite amazing. And then expanding the notion out to a regional food hub with United Way. So with that, I'll turn it back to you. I thank you all for your support. We look forward to working with you and the Food Council on food security.
Thank you, Diane. Great job. It was fun to go down memory lane there over the last 18 months. And again, thanks for all the overtime that you've put in since March 2020, I think is when we started. Next, we are going to move on to the ceremonial ribbon cutting. But before we do that, I just want to take a moment to thank Barris Cardin and his crew from Chill TV and Don Lane for the excellent work filming this event, which is what you'll be viewing throughout the rest of this program. We know it was last minute, Barris, I don't know, are you here? Yes, you are. Sitting with you at Flashback on Friday, hearing that you hadn't started editing yet, did put a little bit of a scare in me, but the production turned out great. So again, thanks for sacrificing your weekend for all of us. So we're going to move on to the ceremonial ribbon cutting, which was, as you would expect, a joyous occasion. And it was joined by some special guests who will say a few words in the video, including Jason Lum as acting mayor on behalf of mayor and council, Luke Zacharias, president of the board of directors of Chilliwack Community Services, Chris Shoka, president of the board of directors of Chilliwack Bowls of Hope, and Warren Schatz, business manager, Salvation Army of Chilliwack, and also a Chilliwack Food Council member. So please enjoy.
Hi, my name is Jason Lum. I'm a city councilor with the city of Chilliwack. I'm here on behalf of mayor and council to dedicate the new Chilliwack Bowls of Hope Community Kitchen and also to celebrate the opening of the Chilliwack Community Food Hub. Projects like these are so extremely important to the city of Chilliwack. We know how many people are food insecure here in the city, and a project like this with all the different stakeholders coming together, working together, is going to help us solve this great challenge. So again, it's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the city. Thank you to all the stakeholders. There's been a tremendous amount of time and effort that's gone into bringing a project like this to life. Again, on behalf of mayor and council, thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Luke Zacharias, and I'm the chair of the Chilliwack Community Services Board. And I'm very excited to be here today to be a part of the grand opening of the Chilliwack Community Food Hub. This is a partnership among the Salvation Army, Chilliwack Community Services, which represents the Starfish program, and the Chilliwack Bowls of Hope. And we've come together as a group to really help people in our community with food needs and food security. And this is something we're really excited about doing together, and a lot of people have worked hard on putting this all together. And so this is just a great day to celebrate, and yeah, we're super excited about it. Thanks.
My name is Warren Schatz. I'm the business manager here with the Salvation Army, and we are just super excited to open up these facilities for the Chilliwack Community Food Hub and the Bowls of Hope Community Kitchen. It's just fantastic that we can work together with our partners to feed over 9,300 meals a week that go out combined from all the different programs. So we're just ecstatic that they're here, and we're looking forward to working for years together in the future.
Hi, my name is Chris Joka, president of the Chilliwack Bowls of Hope. I'm here today to be part of the opening of the Chilliwack Community Food Hub with our partnerships with Chilliwack Community Services and the Salvation Army. I want to extend a huge thank you to the City Chilliwack Reaching Home Grant, as well as the Van City Reaching Home Grant, as well as our partners at the Chilliwack Foundation and the Rotary Club of Chilliwack. Your generous donations and support are allowing us to open today and really tackle the food security issues we're looking to tackle in town. It's our pleasure to serve over 9,200 meals in Chilliwack coming out of this food hub, and we're going to continue to expand programs and partnerships in the community. Thank you.
3, 2, 1. Woo!
Cut the bigger than the wall holding.
Jared, you're muted.
I was going to mute myself at the beginning of this presentation because it always happens once and then I could get it out of the way, and I forgot to do that. So there we go. As I was saying, excellent job. Thanks for all our special guests that attended that ceremony. I want to move straight to a very special kitchen dedication to the founding president of Chilliwack Bowls of Hope, a man with the biggest heart, if you knew him, Mike Shoka, presented by his son and current president of Chilliwack Bowls of Hope, Chris Shoka.
On behalf of the Chilliwack Bowls of Hope Society, we're here today in our brand new state-of-the-art kitchen to dedicate the kitchen to a very special individual. We're here in the new Chilliwack Community Food Hub with our partners from Salvation Army and Chilliwack Community Services. We're super excited today to be moving into this new facility. Chilliwack Bowls of Hope was a legacy started over 20 years ago by my father in town, tackling a small problem at the time, and it's expanded over the 20 years into all the partnerships and the food security work we're doing today. So on behalf of the Chilliwack Bowls of Hope, we're going to dedicate the kitchen here to my father. It's his lasting legacy. We're going to continue to keep up the good work in turn with our partners in town and keep his legacy alive by dedicating the kitchen to him. Thank you. Mike's joyous commitment to spreading love, care, and compassion to others was the foundation of an organization that today provides nutritious meals for more than 850 children every school day and further supports food insecure individuals and families through numerous additional programs and community partnerships. Mike was an inspirational leader, mentor, coach, volunteer, and friend who will be forever missed. May we carry on his legacy with enthusiasm, humbleness, and love for community that he shared with us all. Thank you. Appreciate it.
There's really no words. Very moving dedication. Thank you, Chris, for doing that. And of course, thank you to Mike. A legacy indeed. We're going to move on to the grand tour of the new facility. I'm sure some of you have seen the mock-ups, but now you'll get to see the real thing virtually. So we're just going to move straight to that, and please roll the video of the tour with guides, I believe, Warren Schatz and Cindy Waters.
Hi, my name is Warren Schatz. I'm the business manager here with the Salvation Army. And we want to welcome you to the Salvation Army Food Warehouse, which is a part of the Community Food Hub project. And this is where we take in food donations that come from all over the community and from different places, food drives and particular donors and stores that donate us food. We sort it all here and we store it all here, and then it goes out to all our different partners and different people in need that need food security. We do food hampers through our food bank. We do about 300 hampers a month to people needing food, and that food is stored here as well. The Starfish Backpack program that is done by Chilliwack Community Services. That is organized and ran out of here, and every 2 weeks, 195 or so hampers go out to children in the community who need food as well. We're happy with that. As you can see, we just have lots of food around. We're actually getting ready here for a food sort. These are donations that have come in on a food drive, and they all have to be sorted into their particular kind so that we know where to go and what to put into the hampers. We're just tremendously grateful that we have partners working with us like Chilliwack Community Services and Bowls of Hope, and that we can reach so many more people than we've reached before who have food issues. And we're just looking forward to what the warehouse can do and how we can help the project.
Hi there. Welcome to the Chilliwack Bowls of Hope kitchen, our new kitchen. We're so proud of it. It's not a big room, but if you look over here, we have everything that we need to make soup for 850 children in 23 Chilliwack schools. So we're very proud of the fact that we have some new equipment in this kitchen. We have our first ever dishwasher, which takes the place of some of the washing that's done in this big 3-compartment sink. Many of you have not probably seen our steam kettles that we do our soup in. So we actually started very early on with just a regular pot on the stove. We moved to sort of a bigger steam kettle that was about that size. And when we outgrew that, we moved to this steam kettle here. And when we outgrew that, we moved to this steam kettle here, which is quite big. You could fit a whole person in there. And we've actually outgrown this one now, and so we use both the steam kettles. So the program has grown and grown and grown, and we're hoping that we've met all the need in Chilliwack at this time. Also new in this kitchen is our very first oven. We're super excited about that because we can now cook our own meat. We can do some baked goods for the kids, and we're looking forward to having more treats for the kids that we can take advantage of all the generous donations that we are given from time to time. Over on this side, we have a new 2-compartment sink where we scrub all of the veggies we receive, and then we chop them on the tables that are in the middle of the room here. And we prepare all of those vegetables in the fall and then freeze them, and then we use them throughout the whole school year, so we can save on the cost of buying, say, celery in January when it's triple the price it is in the summer. We have an office in this kitchen for our program manager here. Inside, you probably aren't going to be able to see in here very well because of the setup we have, but we've got a mop sink, we've got a washer and dryer in here, so we're all set up to take care of all the things that we need. A lot of our soup containers are stacked in various places throughout the kitchen, and half of them are in the schools. They're not even here, so we rotate those containers out, bringing a filled one and picking up an empty one every day. We also have a nice big beautiful walk-in cooler, and I'm going to walk you through the cooler here. It's twice the size of what we're used to having. We have all kinds of donated vegetables over here, and then through into the food hub, into the Salvation Army warehouse, and this is our big walk-in freezer. And we have all kinds of vegetables and meat, donated pastries, that kind of thing. So we're well set up to take care of all the lunch needs throughout the year. I'm going to get out of here because it's cold. Also in this kitchen, we run our Hands Up Chilliwack program, and that is where we provide meal kits to families so they can cook all together, make dinners, and learn new cooking skills. So there you have it. There's our new kitchen. We're really excited to be here. Thanks for coming to visit.
Excellent. Very, very nice. Very nice. Good job, everyone. Thank you, and Cindy Warren, for that very detailed tour. It's so amazing to see it come to fruition over this past 18 months, and hearing Warren talk about all the programs that this infrastructure will help, and how many more people who are facing food insecurity they'll be able to reach. This is the first time I'm seeing it as well. I haven't seen the location since before the summertime. So wow, it's just amazing, and what an impact that it will have with how we deal with food security in our city in the years to come. So thank you all for coming. We're going to move on to the next part of our agenda, which is taking any questions or comments from participants or media. If you do have a question or a comment, please raise your digital hand or type it in the chat, and also indicate who the question is for, if possible. Eve, I know that you have a comment. Why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I was hoping other people would come on first. A, congratulations, it's unbelievable. So congratulations to everybody involved. B, I think, this is such an example of collaboration and of being creative on the go, of problem solving, getting around obstacles, figuring things out, and having a vision. So this is only a part of the vision. So I'm looking forward to all the next stages where that's going to happen. I don't want to talk about that too much because it should be about this today, but I think that's the other key part there. It's not just collaboration, but all those people involved in Chilliwack that have such a vision for how this can be done as a collaborative thing, how it can evolve into, shared vision and shared governance, and have even more partners involved. So, kudos to all the people directly involved and all the other partners along the way that were involved in this. So fantastic, amazing piece of work. Really, really proud to be on the Chilliwack Food Council as well, and looking forward to many more developments in the future. Thanks.
Thank you, Eve. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words, and appreciate you breaking the silence there. Does anyone else have a question or a comment? Oh, Shelley, please. And hello.
Hi. So I'm with the Rotary Club of Chilliwack, and what I can say to everyone is that similar sentiment of just the joy of seeing the fruition of this end product, because we worked to do hampers all through this time and fill them up, and some other aspects with Salvation Army. So we saw the holes in the ground, and we saw the dust, and we heard and were present for it to be such a polished, wonderful asset for the food insecure in our families and in our community. We can't be more proud to be part of this team, and hope that that reality just keeps going for our citizens here. I'm really proud of the initiative and the creativity and the stick-to-itness of a couple of times standing in that deep hole that is now the kitchen. With Don Armstrong thinking, can this ever happen? So I'm really, really pleased. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelley. Appreciate it. Don, do you have a comment or a question?
Yeah, on behalf of Fraser Valley News, and I know Barris is still on the call here on Chill TV, thank you for inviting us to be part of this. When Chris was doing his speech, I'm still getting choked up. He was concerned he had to do it 2 or 3 times because he was getting so emotional. What you didn't hear, or you may have heard, was those of us behind the camera were sobbing as well, because it was such an emotional thing that it was finally real after everything you guys have gone through. We're just the media. We're just there with the cameras shooting this. But having said that, I mean, Barris with his connections with Rotary, my connection with the Alano Club, we had that perspective as well. And man, you're done good. You're really done. I am proud to say I'm a Chilliwackian. It's, you know, there's nothing else I can say. I was humbled just to be invited by you guys. Thanks again.
Thank you for the kind words, Don. There is one question in the chat from Leslie Picton, I believe. How do you refer families who are in need? Is this a Diane question?
You can refer either through the Salvation Army or Chilliwack Community Services as well. So what we'll do is we will then figure out the best program to address their needs. So for example, if it's a during the week program at school, it'll go to Bowls of Hope. If it's a weekend child insecurity food issue, it'll go to Starfish. If it's family based, it might go to the pantry or the other initiatives to the Salvation Army. But either you can contact any of the partners and we'll make sure it gets to the right place. I don't know, Warren, if you have more information, or Cindy, just to back that up.
Yeah, for our referrals, I just put our phone number, main phone number in the chat box. So if you have families who need, they can call there and we'll get them set up and looked after.
Yeah, and I would agree with what Diane said. Going to any agency, every door is the right door. We will refer to the proper program, but you can contact any of us through our website as well.
Great. And I see Councillor Mercer has his hand up, but I'm going to go to Ken first, who I think has something else to add.
No, I actually covered it off. I was just remiss in not mentioning Mike Choka's name and his hard work to get this Bowls of Hope started and where it's actually gone to. But I think that's been covered off very well. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Councillor Mercer.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for the invite. You know, it's so exciting and almost emotional just to sit here and realize that you're part of a community that has the tenacity and the conjungas and the foresight to pull this off. It doesn't happen everywhere, and obviously a heartfelt congratulations. I first heard of this actually from Mike in a meeting. He spoke passionately about it almost at every public safety meeting that we had. He didn't let a meeting go by without talking about children and the food hub and allowing people to get the daily necessities of life so that they didn't make bad choices. I'm just so proud and as I sit here and listen to his son talk, my heart and thoughts are with Mike and his family.
Thank you, Bud. Appreciate it. Last call for hands or comments. Okay. I want to again extend our appreciation to Barris, Don, and the entire crew at Chill TV for filming the event. Personally, I'd like to thank the members of the Food Council for all their work on food security projects over the past few years, this one and all the others that we work on. Cindy Waters, Ken Popov, Diane Jansen, Warren Schatz, Eve Trudell, Chris Hunt, Julie Unger, Jen Hawkins, Jerry Lynn, and Todd. If I forget anyone, I apologize. You all do such amazing work for the community and many times on your own dime. And that's the reason why these projects actually get finished. These are big dream projects and they don't get accomplished very often, and it's your hard work that made it happen. So maybe we can give a big round of applause to those individuals. And thank you all for taking time to attend this event today. As a final teaser, I'll say that the Chilliwack Food Council is already conceptualizing a much larger project to be completed over the next 3 to 5 years. I won't say any more on that. We'll give Diane a couple weeks break before we start working on that project. And with that, this concludes our event for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and be kind.
Thanks, guys. Be kind.